EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for January 13th, 2022. I got rid of the crazy intro that I had going there for a couple of days, and yesterday we had some audio issues, and the reason for that is because I had this microphone displaced way off to the side, and it wasn't capturing everything like it normally does. So I apologize for that. We were back to normal with the audio. Microphone right in front of me now, so we have no issues with that. Do me a favor, though. We're going through the winter months here, and this is our busiest time of year. I notice a lot of new subscribers to the channel. Please take the time to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. The goal is, by the end of winter, I want to be over 10,000 subscribers. We're getting awfully close. Awfully close. I think we're over 8,400 now. So starting this winter, we were only at about 6,000 or something. So it's been a heck of a influx of subscribers, but please continue to do that because once we go live for some of these events, we're going to have you'll get notifications for it if you are subscribed to the channel, and everybody that's subscribed to the channel gets a notification, not like Facebook, which limits reach and picks and chooses who gets to see it and who doesn't. Okay, so do that if you haven't done so already. Today's video forecast is sponsored by North Penn Car Wash in Lansdale, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Join the Unlimited Car Wash Club for just $13.95 per month. It's the only place where weather doesn't matter, and you can wash your car or truck as many times as you like within a calendar month for one low monthly rate. All right, so that's a great deal. We have winter weather going to be continuing going forward. Might have something late in the weekend, which we're going to talk about in this video. So this is going to be something that you can keep up on for and wash your car or truck as many times as you want during the month for one low rate, instead of just breaking the bank trying to get your car constantly washed from all the crap that they put on the roads with the brine and the salt and slush and everything else. So North Penn Car Wash, 986 Sumneytown Pike in Lansdale, Montgomery County, proud sponsors of the Thursday video forecast. So we're going to go through the next couple days first, and then we'll transition to our storm, and I'll have a discussion about that. So today, partly to mostly cloudy across the region. A lot of places we see more clouds than sun today. A little short waves in the vicinity. We have an offshore low as well that's going to stay offshore. That's right here. So we'll remain mostly cloudy through the overnight, okay? There is temperatures going to be a little bit milder today. As you can see, 38 to 45. This is more mild than we've been in a while. But this is not going to last, okay? We go back down to 30 to 42. There's a good spread here on Friday because we have a front moving through the region tomorrow. And so you'll have, clouds giving way to sun in our far southeastern areas. And then that front moves through. It'll start off a little bit milder early on, and then the temperatures fall after that. But in the interior, the front comes through quicker, and that's why you have that spread in temperatures, okay? So it's a little milder today, 30 to 42 on Friday, but after that, Saturday's another day like Tuesday. It's just going to tank, and you're going to have some real cold moving in here. Antecedent cold ahead of the storm, which is important, okay? So we have this system moving away. Here's a look at Saturday. We are partly to mostly sunny here on Saturday, and very cold temperatures. Most of us stuck in the teens for highs, maybe lower 20s further south and east by Philadelphia. Overnight lows both Friday night and Saturday night. A lot of places are going to be in the single digits. Pretty cold, okay? Pretty cold. Here's our system. This is going to be coming in. The time frame for this generally is late Sunday afternoon or early evening is when it starts, and then it will continue through the night and end on Monday morning, right around noon. I'd say on Monday is a good time frame for we can give for this event. It's about a 12 to 18 hour event. That's what we're looking at. Okay. So yesterday it looked like that might have been like 18 to 24, but we'll kind of narrow that down now and say it's more likely going to be a 12 to 18 hour event. I do think the event's going to hit. It's now just a matter of track of the system, where it's going to track, which will decide precipitation types. And there will be a myriad of precipitation types across our region, depending on where you're at. Now, the track here seems like, if you look at several different models, which I'm going to show you, that they're in pretty close agreement right now. The problem is I don't think they're right. Not one of them. Okay? That's just my feeling. Here is the low cutting across the deep south. And you're going to get some pretty good snows very far south, across Tennessee, across South Carolina, North Carolina, some icing in central North Carolina or South Carolina here. So this system is going to, looks like it's going to come right up the coast and nail us, but watch what it does It kind of takes a left jog here, and the reason it's doing that is the trough is tilting negative at that point, so it's kind of lassoing this storm back a little bit. So this storm is actually doing one of these numbers here. Let me get my little drawing tool. So it's coming across the deep south. It's coming out and swinging out like this, and then it's going to come. It's starting to come back. It gets pulled back like this, and then does one of these numbers. Okay, so that's the general idea here on the European model, which I'll show you here going forward. And apparently, it still stops the video every time I draw. I thought I corrected that. Guess not. Okay, so that's what the European model does here. It brings a good thump of snow on the front end, though. Very good thump of snow. So you're going to get, even the areas that do change over, you're going to get a solid, moderate snowfall out of this at least. But in the interior, you're looking at 12 plus. Okay, and this is verbatim to the European model run. And this continues off to the north, and it changes over to rain as this does so, and it heads off to the northeast and clobbers New England after that point. So in the interior, when I say 12 plus, probably like a 12 to 16 inch snowfall, something like that, would be the jackpot areas in this situation. That's the European model. The Canadian model that ran this evening, this is the newest run, the overnight run, that does something very similar, comes all the way out here, and then it cuts back sooner. And then it cuts directly over Central PA, right over the spine of the Appalachians. I have an issue with that. Storms don't typically, as a matter of fact, usually they don't. About 99 out of 100 times, you won't see a storm cut directly over the spine of the Appalachians. The low pressures do not like terrain. They just don't. Not high terrain. This is all high terrain out here in the central Pennsylvania Appalachian Mountains. Okay. It picks a side usually, either on the west side, heads in the Pittsburgh vicinity, or heads east of there and crosses over eastern PA. The eastern PA track is a viable track. I don't think the central PA track is viable. I don't see it cutting right across the spine of the Appalachians, so I think this is wrong. Okay, it may track over eastern PA. That is a possibility, but I just don't think it's going to be over the apps. Again, it's about a 1 in 100 shot there. It does that, and I don't see it happening. This would be almost an unprecedented track in that regard. Almost, not quite, but almost. All right, so it still has a decent amount of snow on the front end before any mixing occurs, and then a change to rain, just like the European has it. It's just a little bit further west. Okay, the GFS that came in this evening doing the same thing, cutting it right over the spine of the Appalachians. You have a lot of snow on the front end, then it goes over to a mixed freezing rain, and then rain, but just in our southeastern areas, south of I-78, and then this thing sends off northward. This is a kind of goofy, this whole evolution to me is goofy. And I waited around for the GFS ensembles to come out this evening, just to illustrate a point. See where this low is over south central Pennsylvania? And this is Monday morning. We're going to look at the same time frame. Monday morning, same exact time frame. Look where the cluster of the ensembles are. Huh. Now, I told you about this yesterday. And again, it's going to stop the video when I do this. But you have the vast majority of this cluster is right here. Right here. This green circle represents the ensemble mean. The vast majority of those members are right there where I circled. That is a prime area for snow to not be over just the far interior, but also push southeast in this direction because of the low locations. Okay, so I don't think that this is going to be a cutter. I just don't. There's a few members here that do. A couple over eastern PA here, far eastern Pennsylvania. You get one that agrees with the operational run over south central PA. The rest of them are all out here. Okay, this is a red flag to me. And this isn't the ensembles playing catch up with the operational. It doesn't work like that. This is the same GFS model run an additional 50 times with the same initial conditions and a different set of algorithms for each one of these individual members. All these red L's here are low positions that the model projects where it could be. There's a considerable spread here, but you can see where the cluster is. It's right in here. So that's telling me that it's probably BS that this is over central PA for a couple of reasons. One, it doesn't have support. Two, cutting up of the spinal Appalachians is probably not going to happen, okay? I could see it tracking over eastern PA. I don't see it tracking over the central PA Appalachians. So that's that. And now the other thing here is, and the reason I think the models are struggling right now is the energy sources are not on shore where they can be sampled with observational data. Out here in the middle of nowhere, you might have a few ships passing by, and that's it. collecting data and stuff like that, but it's not giving you the upper air analysis and things like that. So when it comes on shore, which is this morning, this is our storm right here. When it comes on shore this morning, it'll be near Seattle. It'll come on shore, and this will become our storm eventually. But it will be able to be sampled by the models, and you'll be able to see what actual observational data will be able to go in there instead of it just guessing. And I think there's a lot of guessing going on right now. And then out of this cluster, up here in just south of Alaska and south of the Aleutians, there's a big cluster up here. Out of this will come the northern stream energy that's going to trail it. This is going to be important too. Here's our storm diving down. It's right here. Okay. Here's the northern stream energy right here that's going to be trailing this system. It's going to make a beeline over southern Canada and try to catch up to the system. See, that is moving very quickly. This is what it eventually will turn this trough negative, is this northern stream piece right here. Okay. And this is diving down toward it at this point. And it eventually turns this trough negative, which is like this. Because it's diving into it. If there's more separation between these two, and this isn't quite as fast, that process will take longer, and it ends up a little bit further offshore, like the GFS ensemble members suggest. So the bottom line here is we don't know what's going to happen yet. There's still a lot of spread here in the ensemble means. A little further out to sea altogether is also on the table. That is not off the table. But I do think with the cluster being right here, that's very telling. That's very telling to me that it's probably too far northwest on all of these operational runs. The only one that's close is the European model, because it doesn't take it over the Appalachians. It tries to I'm sorry, the wrong one. The European model, it tries to right here, but then it says, oh, wait, the mountains are there, so it's going to head over eastern PA instead. I could see that possibility also. So we're just going to continue to watch over the next 24 to 36 hours. We probably won't know until Friday what the track is going to be. You're going to see some dramatic shifts, I think, once that energy comes on shore and things are properly sampled. Don't expect this to stay out here over central PA in the future runs. You might see that for another day or so, and you might see this erratic stuff back and forth, but I think it'll eventually correct, and at that point we can start thinking about talking about snow maps and things like that. Until that point, we're not doing that. I saw some major sources putting out some snow maps. I think that is ridiculous. Okay? Just my opinion. I'm not going to mention them by name. I'm sure some of you have seen them. I expected out of the weenie weather pages and stuff like that to do that, but not professional major corporations. But I digress. Okay, not going to be us. We're not going to do that. We're doing the responsible thing and just waiting and seeing. There's no rush. There is a storm coming. How much you'll find out, and we'll find out before 2 days before the storm hits. But you'll at least know what's coming. I would just prepare for a possible significant snowfall, perhaps some icing, and maybe a change to rain here in our southeastern areas. Right now, that's the best I can give you for what we have at this point. Okay, after this system leaves, by the way, we dry out early next week, Monday, Tuesday. We remain near average here or a little below average on Monday, and then near average by the time we get to Tuesday. I'm EPA Deboe meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for January 13th, 2022. Have a great Thursday.